All right, let's talk about AI. It's everywhere, right? And if you're leading an engineering team, I know you're paying attention. But I also bet you're feeling a healthy dose of skepticism. And you know what? You should be. Today, we're going to get right into that dilemma, the massive risks versus the potential rewards of AI in engineering.
This is really the million-dollar question, isn't it? On one side, you've got this incredible pressure to be faster, to be more efficient, to innovate. But on the other, you have the absolute non-negotiable need for perfect, verifiable accuracy. So how on earth do you square that circle?
Okay, let's get to the heart of it. You see this AI wave coming, and it's coming fast. But the day-to-day reality of your job makes adopting new tech feel like a luxury, something for later. The thing is, betting on later might be the riskiest move of all.
Does this look a little too familiar? I thought so. These are the fires you're putting out every single day. Deadlines are always breathing down your neck. Competition is tougher than ever, and finding good people, yeah, good luck. It's totally understandable why throwing a brand new complex technology into that mix feels overwhelming.
So let's talk about why your caution is not only justified, it's essential. That gut feeling you have, it's not just you being resistant to change. It's based on a real, fundamental problem with how most AI works, and it's why you're right to be skeptical.
And here's the core of that problem. We call it the black box. An AI might spit out an answer, a really convincing one even, but it can't show you its work. You can't follow the logic, you can't audit the steps. And in engineering, where every single calculation has to be defensible, well, that's a deal breaker.
I mean, can you even imagine saying this to a client or in a peer review? Well, the computer said so. Of course not. It's kind of funny, but it perfectly highlights the problem. You need to be able to stand behind every single number with total confidence.
This really breaks down the fundamental mismatch. AI is probabilistic. That's a fancy way of saying it makes a highly educated guess. It predicts the answer that's most likely to be right. But engineering? It's deterministic. It demands that 2 plus 2 always equals 4. Not probably, not usually, always. The room for error is 0. And here's a true story from testing that makes this so real. An AI was asked to generate a report, and it looked perfect. The formatting, the structure, everything. But buried deep inside one of the equations, it just forgot a critical coefficient. And the scariest part? Because the report looks so polished, it's exactly the kind of tiny, dangerous error a human reviewer could easily miss.
So the problem is clear. But does that mean we just write off AI completely? No way. It just means we need a smarter approach. One that uses AI for what it's amazing at, speed and grunt work, while having a rock-solid system to handle the part that has to be perfect, the math. Let's look at what that is.
I love this metaphor because it just clicks. Think of the AI as a brilliant junior assistant. Super fast, super eager, can get a draft done in seconds. But maybe a little careless sometimes. You'd never let them ship a final project without a senior engineer checking their work, right? Well, that's the verification engine. It's your senior engineer triple-checking every last number.
So this is the magic right here. It's a two-step dance. Step 1, let the AI assistant do the heavy lifting. Have it generate the document structure, the boilerplate text, the basic formulas. Then, and this is the crucial part, step 2 kicks in. A dedicated math engine comes in, recalculates everything from scratch, and flags any errors. You get the speed of AI with the certainty of a calculator.
And hey, there's a huge side benefit here, especially for your younger engineers. You know that blank page syndrome where they just stare at the screen, not sure where to even start? This solves it. The AI gives them an instant first draft. It acts like a guide, showing them the right way to structure the work. It's a powerful learning tool.
Okay, the tech is smart, we get it, but let's talk brass tacks. What does this actually mean for your business? How does this cool tech translate into a real competitive advantage that helps you win more work?
It all boils down to these 4 pillars. First, you get a huge competitive advantage. You can move faster than anyone else, but with guaranteed accuracy. Second, it's a game changer for knowledge management. You can basically turn your senior experts' brains into verified templates the whole team can use. Third, you free up your best people from doing boring, repetitive checks so they can focus on solving the hard problems. And all of that, of course, leads to a direct impact on your bottom line.
And the impact here isn't small. We're talking about automating up to 90% of the routine work. 90%. Just take a second and think about that. What could your team do with all that time back? The time they spend just formatting reports and setting up spreadsheets, it's massive.
So this all probably sounds pretty good, but where do you start? The key is to be smart about it. This isn't about flipping a switch and changing everything overnight. It's about a gradual, safe, and practical roadmap to get there.
And here it is, a simple 4-step plan. You start with a small pilot. Let your team play with it on something non-critical. Then, you standardize what works. Create some best practices. Step 3, you scale it up, building a library of verified templates. And finally, you analyze the results and keep making it better. It's a clear, manageable path.
So, let's answer the big question, the one everyone's thinking about. Is AI going to replace the engineer? The answer is a clear, emphatic no. But it is going to transform the job. It's not a replacement, it's a partner. And honestly, it's about to become the most powerful partner an engineer has ever had. And that really leaves us with one final thought. This technology is not a what-if anymore. It's here. So the only question that matters now is this. Is AI going to be a tool in your hands, giving you an edge? Or is it going to be a weapon in the hands of your competitors? That choice is yours to make. Thanks for watching.